that was a long freaking drive. Just got done driving like, I don't know, I think it was like 12 hours. And yeah. Sorry, tired. I don't really have a lot to say tonight, but I am gonna chill tonight to see what I'm doing, man. Honestly, I gotta figure out what the hell I'm doing. It's like fucking crazy, dude. I'm lost, really. Like inside my, I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. It's part of it. I knew when I set out to do this whole thing that it was gonna be challenging, and because I left without like an actual plan, which is kind of different for me. It's a lot different for me because I like to plan every little minute thing out, and not doing it this time. Kind of just going off of just going with the flow. Somebody told me, a good friend of mine told me that I need to chill and learn to just go with it and grow organically. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not forcing something, although it's wrecking my head because I want to just plan every little thing out. And the reason why I'm not doing that, it's caused me a lot of like stress, honestly. It's caused me a lot of stress, and just, I don't know, my whole life I've been very there's a truck over here. It's gonna get really loud. Hopefully I can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear me anymore. I'm gonna move this thing closer. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Yeah, maybe y'all can hear me better. Anyways, what was I saying? The reason why I'm doing this is because my whole life I've been very focused on my worth depends on what I can do. Right? It depends on what I have to bring to the table. How I was raised, how I was raised was really good, and I learned a lot from it. But at a certain point, like my head anyway, started fighting those. Started fighting against how I was raised, because I gotta find a harder place to do this next time. Because like I got to thinking, like, who am I as a person? Am I just what somebody else taught me to be? Is that really all life boils down to? Is like you raise somebody, a kid, a certain way, and that kid is going to be that when they grow up. We all aspire to be whatever we, lawyers, doctors, musicians. Hopefully this is not the lawyers, doctors, musicians, whatever it is. I didn't ever have that, I never did. When I grew up, I didn't know what I wanted to be, and I still don't know. I know what I like doing, but I'm trying to do it. It's just a matter of figuring out a way to do that by myself. I've had a lot of help in my life, which is really cool, and I'm grateful for it. But some things I just want to do on my own, so I can prove to myself that I have what it takes to do those things. And that's part of what it is. I'm putting myself out there, being extremely uncomfortable with what I'm doing. I don't know anybody where I'm at. I just got in my car and drove out of the state that I was living in. So I'm no longer in my home state, which is again different. I've never traveled I went up to, where'd I go? One Christmas, I went up to my family's house in Utah. We rode on a Greyhound bus. Couldn't afford plane tickets, so we rode on a Greyhound bus up there. That was a crazy experience. Like 31 hours on a bus, and you had to I remember trying to sleep and you couldn't sleep, and it was just weird. It was weird. it was pretty good though. It was good. We met some good people. I remember this one guy. He didn't have any food or anything, and we had all this food. My mom was always really big about feeding us and making sure we had plenty of food. And this guy got on. You can tell, this is way before all my drug experience and stuff. You could tell that he used. I can tell now. I could tell then too. I don't know why I could tell then. I think it was probably because my mom said. She didn't even say. I don't know. There's just a different look. We us addicts have a different look about us. You can always tell an addict. But anyways, he was there on the bus the whole time, and my mom, I remember her just feeling bad because we had all this food and we were about to get off, and I guess he hadn't eaten the whole time. I must have been, how old was I? 7 years old probably, and he hadn't eaten the whole time. And my mom felt really bad, and she gave him our food. She gave him some food and stuff, and I don't know, man. I'm tired of being selfish. I'm tired of being selfish. It's weird. I am not a selfish person. I will give whatever. But my mind today keeps me from helping people because I'm just scared, man. I literally feel like a little kid in a lot of ways. And I know with my addictions, starting at 12 years old on my path of addiction, I've learned throughout the treatment centers I've been through too that your brain stops developing when you pick up a substance to use it more than, to use it on a daily basis. Basically, it picks it up. And so 12 years old is when I stopped developing mentally in a lot of ways. It means my emotions and stuff. I never went through my emotions. I never got to feel, fear because I was high. I never got to feel regular happiness because I was high. If I had a business meeting, I would make sure I had a substance that would keep me through that. If I had a road trip, I would make sure I had a substance. If I had to go to sleep, I didn't dream because I made sure I had a substance. My whole life was literally focused on using for a long, long time. Don't get me wrong, I've had things, and that's not what this is about. I could care less, honestly. I know I have to have money to make it, and I respect money today, but that is not what this whole, I have to go out there and become somebody that makes millions of dollars. That's not what it's about. It's literally finding my part in a world that's completely falling apart and being somebody that can give back and help people that are struggling. But before I can help other people that are struggling, I have to help myself. I have to get myself right. And I'm not talking about addictions and stuff. That stuff left me. I don't use, and I haven't used in a while, and I don't even think about using anymore. But my mental status from years and years and years of drug abuse, I have to get my head right. And the best way that I could do that, because where I was at, I wasn't doing anything, Went through some stuff not too long ago. Major stuff happened in my life and some lives of other people, and I'm not going to go into all of that, but it really, it set me on this, dark journey, this dark path of not caring about anything. Anything. I didn't care about me. I gained weight. I didn't care about my family, and that's part of this journey. Like, I left there because I didn't feel anything towards the people that love me to death. I lost that somewhere along the lines. I love people, period. But it seems like the ones closest to me, the ones that are there for me, I have begun to push away. And I'm guessing that's my brain protecting itself because of the situation that happened not too long ago, which I'm not blaming anybody. Everybody had their part in the situation, and it just happened. And I blame myself, and I it's... I don't even know what I'm talking about. I apologize. Anyways, so yeah, today has been a good day. It was a good day driving. I really like driving. I do. I just go off and I take off and I don't think, and either that or I'll put on... I'm not going to say that because I'll get in trouble probably, but there might be a movie running in the background somewhere that I listen to, or an audiobook. There's an audiobook running in the background that I listen to, and the audiobook I listened to today was, what was it? I don't remember what it was. I remember I watched, what's that show? I listened to that, because you don't watch anything, and you don't watch and drive vehicles. That's very dangerous. But I listened to Roadkill. That's what it was. It was pretty good. But yeah, I was doing good until not very long ago. Probably, what time is it? Probably 2.5 hours ago. Oh man, my back hurts. Y'all gotta I was just gonna say y'all have to remind me to tell you what's going on with my health. Like, there's nobody even talking to me yet. But no, so. Yeah, about 2.5 hours ago, I guess, I started getting... I deal with paranoid delusions. I deal with them. It's because of stimulants abuse that I used to do. Shook my brain somewhere, and so now any kind of outside stimuli, whether that be energy drinks, B12, somebody look at me weird, automatically think it's like, uh-oh, what's going on? And I have to figure out anyways. And I get trapped in my head at that point. So about 2.5 hours ago, that happened. And it was literally up until I made this video. When I started this video, it was actually still going on. But again, this is therapy for me. So the more I talk, the less that I'm paranoid. Right at this point, I'm not paranoid, which is nice. It's pretty cool, actually. So I'm definitely going to continue doing this. But we've gone on too long. It's 13 minutes. I think y'all get bored at like 5 minutes now. Don't even know if y'all are going to watch this stuff yet, but I'm going to continue to put them out there. And yeah, like I said, this is just going to be my life. How it is, the struggles, the successes, the hard times, the easy times. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. So, if nobody's told you today that they love you, promise me that I do love you, and that is not weird to say. People have this weird... I'll get into that later. People have a weird notion about the word love, I guess. Word and love and intercourse, they don't go in... They're not intertwined. Maybe it's just me, my thinking. Anyways, if nobody said they love you today, I do. Keep fighting, keep swinging. Don't ever give up. Life is a roller coaster. It goes up and down. I do have social media getting started. I have this YouTube channel, and then I also started a Twitter. I think I have 1 view on my last video, which is awesome. That means one person might have watched a little bit of it. Anyways, it's cool. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Keep it safe.